Good evening, everyone. I'm Congresswoman Mary Gay Scanlon, the U.S. Representative for Pennsylvania's 5th District, which includes a good portion of Legal Aid of Southeastern Pennsylvania's footprint, including all of Delaware County and parts of Montgomery County and Philadelphia. I'm disappointed to miss tonight's Fête for Justice, but I couldn't pass up the opportunity to extend my congratulations to my dear friends at LASP on 20-plus years of service to our community. Even before LASP was formed, I had the honor of co-counseling a class action with Delaware County legal assistants with Ann Torregrossa and Michelle Terry for a decade while I was an attorney with the Education Law Center of Pennsylvania. And of course, my former law firm, Ballard Spahr, provided pro bono services when the county legal services organizations merged to form LASP 20 years ago. And during my tenure as pro bono counsel for Ballard Spahr, I regularly consulted with LASP as we served pro bono clients in the region. I also served on the founding board of LASP's sister agency, Philadelphia Legal Assistance, which was formed in response to the restrictions placed on federally funded legal services in 1996. And now my staff and I rely on the expertise of LASP and its attorneys as we serve my constituents in Pennsylvania's 5th District. I really feel as though my public service experience has been intertwined with that of LASP over the past few decades as we jointly try to address the needs of the most vulnerable people in our community. Since coming to Congress in late 2018, I've made it one of my primary goals to advocate for measures and funding to support and make legal services more accessible and effective, including advocating for more eviction relief funding and developing the congressional administrative record to make clear that money could be used to fund legal aid, supporting efforts to increase legal aid funding every appropriation season, pushing the Biden administration to reestablish the White House Office of Access to Justice, and developing and passing the Justice for Juveniles Act in the House to reduce barriers to civil rights suits for juveniles in custody. I'm also incredibly proud to be co-chair of the bipartisan Congressional Access to Legal Aid Caucus and have initiated an effort to expand the membership and impact of that caucus. Right now, too many people, including many of my colleagues in Congress, don't realize that there's no right to counsel for civil legal issues or how grossly underfunded those legal services are. For the past year, the caucus has been developing programs which educate members of Congress about the critical importance of legal services, both to the recipients of those services and to the effectiveness of the laws Congress passes, and the constituent services that members provide. And I'm so grateful for the assistance that LASP and other folks here have provided to that effort. Just last month, the Legal Services Corporation released its 2022 Justice Gap Report, providing a fresh assessment of the unmet civil legal needs of low-income Americans. And the data is sobering. Fully 92% of low-income Americans cannot get adequate or often any help for substantive legal civil problems. And 3/4 of low-income households experienced at least one such issue last year. So we have our work cut out for us. We need to advocate for more robust funding for federal and nonprofit legal services organizations, and we need to roll back the 1996 restrictions on federally funded legal services entities that have hamstrung their effectiveness by banning critical legal tools such as class actions and attorney's fees, or restricted services to some of the most vulnerable members of our communities. To everyone who works for or supports Legal Aid of Southeastern Pennsylvania, whether you are fighting for tenants at risk of eviction, assisting formerly incarcerated Pennsylvanians, helping veterans, seniors, and people with disabilities access government benefits, or tackling many issues in between, the work you're doing is changing lives, and I'm honored to be able to support your efforts in the halls of Congress. Thank you to LASP and to all of you who support this hard work for everything you do to increase access to justice in our region. Here's to another 20 years of protecting essential human rights and providing quality legal representation for vulnerable Pennsylvania residents. Thank you.